A new Arctic crisis. Right now, the United States is actively planning to acquire Greenland. Secretary of State Marco Rubio confirmed it's not a joke. All options are on the table, said the White House, including military force. This isn't 2019. This time, it's serious. But why Greenland? Why this frozen island? Because beneath that ice lies $4.4 trillion in resources, rare earth minerals that could power every electric car on Earth, shipping routes that could replace the Panama Canal, and a strategic position between America, Russia, and Europe. In 2019, many dismissed it as a joke, but behind the headlines was something far more serious. Because Greenland isn't just a frozen island, it sits at the crossroads of the Arctic, between North America, Europe, and Russia. And as the ice melts, its importance is growing. This isn't just about one politician. It's about the future of global power. Greenland is the world's largest island, over 2 million square kilometers, larger than Mexico, nearly 3 times the size of Texas. But only around 56,000 people live there. That's fewer than many small cities. 80% of the island is covered by ice, the second largest ice sheet on Earth, and that ice contains enough fresh water to raise global sea levels by over 7 meters. There are no roads connecting its towns. Most communities are reachable only by boat or air. It feels remote. But geopolitically, it may be one of the most important places on Earth. Beneath Greenland's surface lie significant mineral deposits, including rare earth elements. Rare earths are essential for electric vehicles, wind turbines, advanced electronics, military systems. Right now, China dominates global rare earth production. That dependence worries Washington. Greenland is believed to hold sizable reserves, though extracting them is extremely difficult. Harsh climate, limited infrastructure, high costs. Some estimates place the theoretical value of Greenland's total mineral and energy potential in the trillions. But potential doesn't mean accessible, and mining in the Arctic comes with serious environmental risks. This is where geopolitics meets climate change, because as temperatures rise, ice retreats, and previously unreachable resources become reachable. That creates opportunity and tension. If resources are part of the story, geography is the real one. Greenland sits near the GIUK gap, a critical naval passage between Greenland, Iceland, and the UK. During the Cold War, this was a key choke point. Any Soviet submarine entering the Atlantic had to pass through this corridor. The United States still maintains a military presence in northwest Greenland, a space base. Why? Because the shortest path between Russia and North America is over the Arctic. In a world of ballistic missiles and advanced radar systems, Greenland isn't peripheral, it's central. And as Arctic sea ice declines, new shipping routes are slowly becoming viable, routes that could shorten travel between Asia and Europe. Control or influence in this region means influence over the future of Arctic trade. That's not speculation, that's geography. The idea of acquiring Greenland isn't new. In 1867, after purchasing Alaska, U.S. Secretary of State William Seward explored the idea of acquiring Greenland. In 1946, President Harry Truman made a formal offer to Denmark, $100 million in gold. Denmark declined. During World War II and the Cold War, the U.S. expanded its military presence there. And in 2019, President Trump revived the idea publicly. Denmark again rejected it. So while the idea sounds shocking, it has historical precedent. But today, the context is different. The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the global average. Russia is expanding Arctic military infrastructure. China calls itself a near-Arctic state. The region is no longer frozen geopolitically, but beyond strategy and minerals, Greenland is home to people. Nearly 90% of the population is Inuit. They have lived here for thousands of years. Hunting, fishing, navigating the ice. These aren't hobbies, they're culture. Greenland has endured colonial pressures under Denmark. Today, it operates with significant autonomy and has an active independence movement. Many Greenlanders want eventual independence, but Denmark provides substantial annual financial support. Independence would require economic stability. Mining could provide that, but large-scale extraction could also damage ecosystems and traditional ways of life. And climate change is already disrupting hunting patterns, sea ice stability, and food security. Greenland isn't just a strategic asset, it's a society navigating enormous pressure. There are 3 plausible paths. Status quo: Greenland remains under Danish sovereignty. Balancing Western partnerships, gradual independence, building its own economy, while maintaining international ties. Increased U.S. strategic presence, not necessarily ownership, but deeper military and economic cooperation. Full acquisition remains highly unlikely, but influence, that's already happening. The Arctic is becoming an arena of quiet competition. Here's the deeper irony. The minerals needed for renewable energy are made more accessible by the melting of Arctic ice, the same melting caused by fossil fuel emissions. Greenland represents a paradox of the modern world. We are racing to transition away from carbon by extracting more from fragile environments. The island sits at the intersection of climate change, resource demand, indigenous sovereignty, and great power rivalry. Greenland may never be bought or sold, but its strategic importance is undeniable. As the Arctic transforms, the balance of global power may quietly shift northward, and whether Greenland's future is shaped by its own people or by external powers will say a lot about the world we are entering. The battle for Greenland isn't loud, it's slow, strategic, and already underway. What do you think about Greenland's future? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you found this valuable, consider subscribing. We explore the geopolitics shaping our world.